Mara Vance's quantum array screamed. Waveforms cascaded across her screens, not as data, but as live rewrites, constant shifting, plank lengths twisting like code under siege. She slammed the isolation switch. Lights dimmed in the cramped lab of Outpost Epsilon, Sol's outer picket. The array stabilized, but the damage lingered. Her primary equation now looped a fractal impossibility, spacetime folding inward on itself. "Engineered," Mara muttered. She flagged the intercept for the log. No natural pulsar pulsed like that. This was architecture, deliberate alien aimed at Sol. Her comms panel lit up. Commander Iliasato's face filled the screen, sharp eyes under cropped black hair. "Vance, talk." "Deep space waveform, Commander." "Hit us from 47 AU vector straight in. It's not noise, it's rewriting our physics models in real time." Ilia's jaw tightened. She glanced off screen, then back. "Source? Unknown, but it's coherent, packets embedded in the shear." Behind her, the bridge hummed, techs hunched over consoles. Ilia snapped orders. "Silent burn azimuth 270, no emissions, chase it blind," a tech protested. "Earth commands on the line, ma'am. They're debating panic protocols, evac arcs, public holds." "Chase first," Ilia cut in. "Vance, spool your Q-drive sims. I want vectors yesterday." The outpost shuddered as engines whispered to life. Mara braced against the acceleration couch. Goal, trace the waveform before it ghosted. Conflict, Earth dithered while the threat inbound. She patched Kian Adami into the loop. Professor Kian appeared on split screen, his Lagos accent thick over the lag. "Mara, send the raw dump." She fired the data packet. Kian's eyes narrowed behind thick lenses. He jacked his neural link into the station's core. Holographic sims bloomed around him in his physics bay, space-time grids warping under inverse algorithms. "Running backtraces," Kian said. His fingers danced, sculpting probability clouds. "This isn't M or gravitic, it's a sheer event moving fold in the fabric." Mara leaned in. Her own console mirrored his, the waveform mapped to a wavefront propagating at 0.87 C, distorting metric tensors ahead of it. "Origin," Kian froze a frame. The sim resolved, a dagger of warped reality, light years long, arrowing toward Sol. "Extrastellar, engineered tier." "If it hits the system," he trailed off. Mara finished it. "It unravels everything. No shields hold that." Ilia's voice cut through. "Timeline, 4 months to Uit Cloud," Kian said. "Then inter-system cascade, reality shear eats stars like paper." The bridge went dead quiet. Earth Command's debate echoed faintly on open channel. "Limited evac only. Priority elites. Mass panic." Ilia killed the feed. "Not our call, Vance Adami options. Q-drive's our edge." Mara's mind raced. The Q-drive program, her baby bent quantum foam for FTL hops. But this. She pulled up prototypes. Anya Rook's fabrication logs glowed, iterated casings, stable entanglement cores. "Kian," Mara said, "model a containment bubble, inverse the shear logic." He nodded, already iterating. Sims spun faster, pocket geometries blooming, self-contained manifolds. Alarms blared. Director Selene Cade seized the lab feed. Her face dominated every screen, iron gray hair pulled tight, Earth continuity authority seal behind her. "Vance, report, and make it scalable." Mara straightened. "Director, waveform confirmed engineered. Spacetime shear inbound, 4 months out, destroys Sol system on contact." Selene's eyes bored in. "Evac ships launch in 48 hours, arcs for 10 million, rest bunker or die, your Q-drive." "Won't scale," Mara said flatly. "FTL hops need clear vectors, shear scrubs them." Earth's war room flickered in Selene's background, advisors shouting timelines, resource haggles. "Then prove value. Continuity demands billions, not prototypes." Ilia broke in from bridge cam. "Director, outpost pursuing source. Silent burn engaged." Selene waved it off. "Waste of fuel, I control assets now. Vance, your team's funded for one reason, survival tech, pocket universe, build it." Mara blinked. Kian sucked air. Anya patched in from Fab Bay, grease-smeared face grinning feral. "She serious? Q-drive cores as universe seeds." "Dead serious," Selene snapped. "Shear rewrites physics, engineer your own. Quantum foam substrate, self-sustaining, billions inside, undetectable, specs now." Conflict hit like thrust. Selene's resource choke versus impossible deadlines. Mara glanced at Kian. He nodded once, sims already forking, entangled brains, inflationary bootstraps. "Goal, prototype manifold," Mara said. "We bootstrap a pocket from Q-drive tech." Fold spacetime inward, seal it stable. Anya barked a laugh. Ruthless, gimme 72 hours, I fab the shell, lab scraps to flight ready. Ilya synced timelines. Burn holds 24 hours chase, then pivot to fab assist. No hours wasted. Seleni's gaze lingered. Fail and your evac footnotes. Succeed, humanity endures. Feed cut. Mara exhaled. The lab thrummed outpost slicing dark at 0.1 C, shears echo fading on scopes. Kian leaned back, sims resolving. Feasible, risky. Needs cascade entanglement, every particle linked or it collapses. Design wreck, Mara said. She treated impossibles that way. Pulled Anya's ITER log, 47 prototypes, each tougher. Anya spool casings, triple wall, quantum lattice. On it, Anya growled. Clangs echoed from Fab Bay, torch cuts, weld bursts. Mara jacked in. Her neural feed synced with Kian's. They carved the architecture. Base layer Q-drive foam generator, inflating a micro-universe from vacuum fluctuations. No FTL needed, just fold reality small, stuff humanity in, ride out the shear. Hours blurred, outpost groaned under burn. Ilya pinged updates, source ghosted, sheer main threat now. Earth feeds devolved, riots in Lagos, blackouts in New York. Seleni clamped media, hold for continuity. Kian's sim hit 87% stability. Boulder arch, he pushed. Riskier folds, human scale. Mara tweaked params, screens danced, not rewriting now, but bending to her will. Anya burst in, hauling a gleaming core. Prototype 1, test fire. Ilya arrived behind her, sidearm holstered, tactician's calm. Do it! Mara slotted the core, array hummed. Quantum foam frothed, a shimmer tore open, fist-sized bubble of alien night. Stars wheeled inside, geometries impossible. Kian whistled. Pocket viable. Scales to solve volume if we chain. Seleni's feed reactivated. Proof! Mara thrust the bubble at the cam. It pulsed, self-contained cosmos. Scales, Mara said. Billions fit, we engineer escape. Seleni nodded once. Resources unlocked, fab drones inbound, arc hulls repurposed. But Kian's sim glitched. The shear's waveform replayed deeper now, not just Terra builder. Coordinates embedded, target lock on Earth. Ilya tensed. It's not blind, they see us. Mara stared. The pocket hummed in her palm. 4 months, build or unravel. The bubble flickered, reality's new door cracking open. Commander Ilya Sato slammed the test override. The Asterisk Arc Vanguard Asterisk SFTL prototype ignited. Quantum coils whined, hull plates shivered. Stars blurred beyond the viewport. Telemetry spiked, velocity outpaced light by factors of 10. 12 seconds ticked on the main chronometer. Then reality peeled, bulkheads warped first, rivets popped like gunfire. Local clocks desinced. Bridge readout claimed 1422, engineering lagged at 1419, forward sensors jumped to 1437. Ilya gripped his console. Alarms screamed cascade fracture. The ship shuddered, spacetime shearing along the drive ring. Anya, hotfix now, Ilya barked into comms. Fabrication bays below decks erupted in activity. Anya Rook hauled her welding rig through flickering corridors, sparks dancing off her visor. Lattice struts dangled from her harness, scavenged from arc hull repurposes. The drive ring glowed cherry red, fractures spiderwebbing outward. One more pulse and the whole assembly vaporized. She slapped mag clamps to the deck. Arc welder bit into alloy, metal hissed, fused. Lattice deploying, hold her steady, Ilya. Sweat beaded under her suit, radiation tickers redlined. The ship bucked. Anya rode the tremor, layering graphene weave over the breach. Fracture lines halted, stabilized. She yanked her rig free. Rings holding, kill the drive. Ilya punched abort. Coils wound down. The ship dropped sublight with a groan. Reality snapped back, bulkheads flat, clocks resensing in jittery unison. He exhaled, scanning diagnostics. Data flooded, quantum foam collapsed signatures, repeatable shear patterns, not a total loss. Myra Vance burst onto the bridge, tablet clutched like a weapon, her eyes locked on Ilya's screens. Feed me the logs! Ilya patched her in. Myra slotted her overrides, fingers flying. Quantum stabilizers rerouted mid-failure. Her tweak inverted the cascade, harvested entropy as data packets. Waveforms stabilized on her display. There, failure's now protocol, 12 seconds clean FTL plus shear map, we iterate. She didn't smile. Just nodded once, already plotting param shifts. Ilya watched her work. Chaos to executable, that was Myra's gift. His job, timelines, 4 months to Sol-scale pocket. This test bought them hours, not days. Kiana Damey patched in from the outpost sim lab, face hollow flickering. Fleet math's dead. Scattering arcs hits 3% survival. Builders lock targets faster than we jump. His voice cut sharp, physicist's precision. He dragged a new model onto shared hollows. Ilya leaned in. The sim rendered not ships, but a single bloated sphere. Sol system folded into exit volume. Quantum anchors chained pocket universes, one massive envelope. Single system egress, Kian said. No fleet scatter. One jump, stuff billions inside. Sheer rides out in folded null space. Mara glanced up. Scales from the bubble? Exactly. Prototype pocket was fist-sized viable. Chain Q-drives ringworld style around Sol orbit. Exit volume blooms to Uit scale. Humanity fits tight but whole. Kian's eyes gleamed. Riskier folds, boulder arch, Ilya cross-check timelines. Fab drones inbound, arc hulls stripped for rings. Resources? Selene greenlit full pour, Myra said. But she wants proof of scale. Next test, ship volume pocket. Ilya nodded. Prep asterisk Vanguard asterisk for jump 2. Anya reinforced that ring triple thick. Hours compressed. Anya's crews swarmed the drive bay. Welders flared, drones spat lattice. Mara tuned stabilizers, pulling failure data into ascent curves. Kian iterated sims, 87% stability climbed to 91%. Ilya paced the bridge, pinging Earth feeds. Riots quelled in Lagos. New York grids flickered back. Selene's clamp held, continuity first. But the shear's waveform deepened. Builder probes ghosted inbound, coordinates tightening on Earth. Not blind destruction, a targeted unravel. Ilya clenched fists. Humans built tools from scraps. Builders engineered dooms, collaboration or extinction. Test jump 2 loomed. Ilya strapped in. All stations engage on my mark. Mara's voice crackled. Stabilizers hot. Pocket nucleation primed. Anya, rings a fortress, no fractures this time. Kian, exit volume sim locked, jump. Ilya hit it. Coils screamed louder. Stars wheeled, then vanished. The ship punched FTL, 18 seconds this run. Telemetry held. Clocks synced within milliseconds. A shimmer tore open amidships, not fist-sized, but hab-module scale. Alien night bubbled inside, stars wheeling in pocket geometries. Reality held, bulkheads firm. Then the alarms wailed anew, not fracture intrusion. Builder probe signature laced the pocket foam. Coordinates pulsed, Earthlock confirmed, the bubble convulsed, trying to swallow the ship whole. Stabilizers failing, Mara shouted. Ilya yanked manual cut, too late. Pocket inverted, dragging asterisk Vanguard inward, decks tilted. Gravity flipped. Anya's voice cut through. I'm on the ring, rerouting power. Her welder sparked in zero-G, lattice glowing as she force-fused emergency vents. Mara slammed reroutes from bridge aux. Quantum foam frothed back, data spiking gold. Got it, probe signature mapped. It's not attacking, probing our fold. The ship lurched free, pocket stabilized at cruiser scale. Ilya stared at the viewport. Inside the bubble, miniature Sol system, planets orbiting in chain null space. Billions could fit, proof. Kian whooped over comms. Exit volume viable. Scale factor 10 confirmed. Selene's face intruded on main hollow. Numbers, Mara thrust telemetry. Ship volume pocket 92% stable. Chains to Sol in 89 days. Selene's eyes narrowed. Director's steel. Builders see the fold, they'll counter. Ilya met her gaze. We bet on iteration. They build dooms, we build doors. Selene paused. Full resources, every fab drone, every arc hull, continuity goes quantum. Feeds cut. Drones inbound, signatures lit the scopes, hundreds strong. Ilya turned to his team hollows. Myra tweaked params. Anya hauled fresh struts. Kian drafted ringworld chains. 4 months shrank to 89 days. Sheer wavefront crested at 0.8 C, builder locks tightening. Ilya plotted the burn. Vanguard would lead the chain, first anchor in orbit. Humans didn't flee. They engineered escapes no threat predicted. But Kian's sim glitched mid-render. A new waveform layered in not probe but precursor. Builder Vanguard folding local spacetime ahead of the main shear. Target, the outpost. They're here, Ilya said. Myra looked up, bubble pulsing in her palm, now cruiser-sized on deck stands. Then we jumped the chain early. Anya grinned through grease. Welders hot. The deck hummed. Reality's door widened. Probe signatures multiplied. Ilya watched scopes. Builders folded in system, probes swarming the test pocket. One latched the bubble's edge, coordinates broadcasting, Sol core breach. Defensive posture, Ilya ordered. Anya, arm the ring vents, vent foam at them. She complied, rigging plasma lances from welder spares. Vents fired, quantum froth spewed, dissolving the nearest probe in geometric unravel. Builders recoiled, their folds disrupted, signatures scattering. Kian patched frantic. They're learning our architecture, adjust the exit volume, add fractal baffles. Mara integrated it live. Pocket warped, baffles blooming like coral. Probes glanced off, unable to latch. Data poured, builder folds brittle, human chains adaptive. Seleni's emergency feed, outpost evac. Vanguard asterisk to Sol burn max. Ilya punched engines. The ship surged, pocket trailing like a comet tail. Stars blurred sublight. Earth loomed, swarmed by fab drones assembling chain 1. Reality held for now. Builders regrouped, sheer main body at 0.9 C. In the pocket, test habs spun up. Volunteers stepped through, first humans in folded null space. Clocks ticked normal, air cycled. Stars wheeled outside impossible curves. Mara sealed the iris. Billions next. Ilya gripped console. Humans turned extinction to engineering spec. Door or grave, choice theirs. Sheer alarms peaked. Builders locked the chain's lead anchor. Jump the volume, Kian urged. Ilya nodded. Chain ignite. Coils thrummed planet-wide. Pocket bloomed. Sol folded in. Reality peeled one last time, then sealed. Inside, humanity breathed. Builders hammered the door. But humans welded from within. Kian flipped the initiator switch. Plasma coils ignited inside the tabletop chamber. Air whooshed out. A coin-sized shimmer birthed in the core, false vacuum bubble, metrics perfect. Then it pulsed, edges frayed. Lab benches warped toward it, metal folding like wet paper. Containment breach, Anya Rook yelled. She lunged, slapping vent seals on the chamber's flanks. Sparks flew. The bubble hungered, sucking in a toolkit. Screws vanished into geometric nothing. Mara Vance sprinted from the console bay. Her boots skidded on grated floor. She saw Kian's face, white, eyes locked on readouts. Quantum anchor now, she barked. Her team had prepped it, entangled qubits from the Q-drive vaults tuned to lock spacetime folds. The bubble swelled to softball size. A hollow projector crumpled inward, pixels shearing. Anya welded braces across the chamber frame. It's chewing physics, give me seconds. Kian yanked the override. Failing, decay cascade, radiation alarms screamed. Mara slid under the table, jacked her rig into the anchor port. Qubits hummed. She synced the bubble's Hilbert edge to the anchor's stable manifold. Code flew from her fingers, fractal stabilizers borrowed from FTL warp math. The bubble quivered, edges stabilized. It shrank back to coin dimensions locked. Lab air steadied. A wrench clattered free from the event rim, scorched but whole. Kian exhaled. False vacuum held, first stable pocket. Mara wiped sweat, her heart hammered. From her vantage under the table, she saw the bubble's surface, all slick iridescence curving impossibly. Stars, no simulated null space, their new door from extinction. Anya pried the chamber open. Hardware's toast, but it worked. She grinned, grease-smeared. Ruthless iteration pays. Professor Kian Ademi leaned on the bench. Mara rose, clapping his shoulder. He nodded, humble. Your anchor saved us. Builders inbound at 0.9 C. We need scale. Mara pulled holoscreens. Data streamed, bubble volume stable at 10.6 cubic meters. Entropy neutral. Next, megawatt feed, Seleni's call. Director Selene Cade's face flickered on the priority link. Orbital grids lit her backdrop, power farms slinging juice to evac fleets. Proof, Vance, that toy ate your lab, billions on the line, not lab rats. Mara patched live feeds. Bubble metrics overlaid, no hawking bleed, topology closed. Locked to anchor, it's a universe, director, coin-sized now, we scale to Sol. Selene's eyes narrowed. Mara caught the tick, Selene's tell for hard bets. Earth Continuity Authority hoarded watts for arc ships, not wild quantum gambles. Risk assessment? Collapse probability, 0.3% post-anchor. Mara lied low. Real was 1.2%, but iteration would fix. Builders sheer reality at range. Arcs hold thousands. Pocket takes all. Silence stretched. Selene tapped off screen. Covert siphon approved. Megawatts from grid 7. No traces. Builders probe telemetry. Link cut. Power surged 10 minutes later. Lab conduits glowed. Anya rerouted flows. Fabrication bays hot. Scaling chamber to barrel size. Mara watched the bubble drink. Volume tripled. Edges flexed, hungry again. She tweaked anchors, 3 now entangled chain, stable. Kian modeled aloud. Spacetime as hardware. Pump false vacuum, extrude pocket. FTL principles inverted, fold out, not through. Anya fabricated baffles on the fly. Laser cutter's word. Moon's no test bed, one burp and Luna's confetti. Commander Ilya Sato strode in, timeline slate under arm. Myra shifted focus to her, Ilya's stride cut chaos to vectors. Deep space live fire. Vanguard prepped lunar orbit. Launch window 400 Zulu. Ilya locked eyes with Myra, no waste in her gaze. Systems tactician, she turned engineer fever into clocks. Evac say 72 hours to builder contact. Test proves scale or we burn arc fuel. Myra nodded. Bubbles primed, volunteers? 10 engineers you included. Ilya sinks slates. Chain anchors planetside. Vanguard jumps to 10 AU, ignites pocket. Collapse, ships lost. Success. Blueprint for Sol fold. Anya snorted. My prototype's ride point. If it eats the ship, I'll weld it shut from inside. Kian patched sims. Builder folds brittle, our chain adapts. Ilya punched launch codes. Vanguard undocks in 20, loadouts, anchors, baffles, vent lances. Mara grabbed her kit. Adrenaline sharpened edges. From her console, she saw the team move, Anya hauling crates, Kian recalibrating, Ilya dictating manifests. Humans betting extinction on ingenuity, docking clamps released. Vanguard burned from lunar shadow. Mara strapped in command deck, bubble chamber humming aft. Ilya took the chair. Jump sequence. Stars streaked to FTL smear. 10 AU in minutes, Q-Drive's gift. Alarms pinged, builder probes ghosted at system edge, reality shears probing. Test ignite, Ilya ordered. Coils thrummed, bubble bloomed to basketball girth, edges flexed. Probes latched, folds probing the pocket's skin. Vents vent foam at them. Anya's voice crackled from engineering. Mara watched feeds, she rigged plasma lances from welder spares. Vents fired. Quantum froth spewed, dissolving the nearest probe in geometric unravel. Builders recoiled, their folds disrupted, signatures scattering. Kian patched frantic from lunar relay. They're learning our architecture, adjust the exit volume, add fractal baffles. Myra integrated it live. Pocket warped, baffles blooming like coral. Probes glanced off, unable to latch. Data poured, builder folds brittle, human chains adaptive. Seleni's emergency feed cut in. Outpost evac, Vanguard asterisk to Sol burn max. Ilya punched engines. The ship surged, pocket trailing like a comet tail, stars blurred sublight. Earth loomed, swarmed by fab drones assembling chain one. Reality held for now. Deck shuttered. Builder sheer main body locked sensors at 0.9 C. Myra gripped her station. Volunteers prepped HAB modules inside the pocket. First humans in folded null space. Clocks ticked normal. Air cycled, stars wheeled outside impossible curves. Myra sealed the iris behind the last. Billions next. Ilya gripped console. Sheer alarms peaked. Builders locked the chain's lead anchor. Jump the volume, Kian urged over comms. Ilya nodded. Chain ignite. Coils thrummed planet-wide. Pocket bloomed. Sol folded in. Reality peeled one last time, then sealed. Inside, humanity breathed. Builders hammered the door. Myra welded reinforcements from within. Door or grave, humans chose door. Myra's welder bit into the gate frame. Molten superconductor flowed, sealing a hairline fracture. The ring shuddered, builder lances hammered from outside, probing the quantum seal. Alarms blared. She yanked the trigger back. Sparks died. Status, Anya. Anya's voice crackled over the fab bay comm. Segments holding at 80%. Those mining rigs are chewing ore like candy now. War tempo achieved, first ring quadrant printing. Myra wiped sweat from her brow. The pocket universe hummed around them, a vast HAB sphere folded from Sol's mass. Billions breathed recycled air. Stars wheeled in false curves overhead. But the door, the chain-linked ring gate, wavered. Builders had chased them here, rewriting reality's edge to follow. Humans needed more than a hasty fold. They needed a stable boundary wall. Kian models? Myra keyed her console. Hollow schematics bloomed. FTL field lines twisting like frayed cables. Kian's face flickered in from the physics core. Their probes map our topology in minutes. We couple FTL fields into a boundary wall. Ringgate design, nested Alcubierre bubbles, phase-locked, stable pocket, no bleed. Mara's fingers danced. She sketched the ring, concentric coils generating warp shells. Inner field contained the pocket, outer repelled shear. Fractal baffles on the rim. Echo their probes back scrambled. Lines solidified, render spun. Viable, risky, perfect. Print it, she ordered. Anya, spool the superconductors. Deep in the asteroid rigs, repurposed hulks dragged through the gate before Seal, fabricator's word. Anya Rook straddled a printer arm, grease-smeared face lit by plasma torches, or feedstock poured from lunar haulers, now inner pocket miners. Rigs were built for belt rocks, not quantum coils, she muttered. She overclocked the laser array. Segments spat out, meter-wide arcs laced with yttrium-barium lattices. War tempo meant no prototypes, iterate or die. A segment warped mid-print. Anya cursed, slammed the quench switch. Thermal bloom. Feedstock impure. She scavenged purifiers from evac habs, jury-rigged inline. Next arc gleamed flawless. Back online, tempo plus 20. Mara watched the feed. Anya turned scrap into salvation. Humans didn't flee, they forged, the gate bucked. Builder signatures spiked, learning the new baffles already. Ilya's voice cut in sharp. Deception flight active. Vanguard drones launching decoy burns. Commander Ilya Sato gripped the TAC console in the command blister. Mara patched visual. Ilya vectored ghost ships, empty frames slagged from outpost evac. They streaked false vectors across the pocket's false sky, mimicking chain anchors. Builder sensors locked on. Lances chased phantoms. Real construction hid in the froth. Hide in plain warp, Ilya said. They chase predictable folds, we scatter signatures. Drones bloomed fractal exhaust, Kion's math, Anya's welds. Builders diverted, sheer fields splitting. Mara exhaled. Ilya bought hours. Gate at 30%, push. Director Selene Cade's feed overrode all channels. Her face filled Mara's screen, etched from continuity authority bunkers now folded inside. Vance, proof. Now, capacity demo or I pull resources. Billions can't fit a toy door. Mara clenched her jaw. Selene controlled the fab queues, the power grid. One word and printers starved. Demo live in 5, mass transit test. She signaled Anya. Field crews hauled a hab module, 10 tons, packed with volunteers. Drones winched it to the gate iris. Mara synced the ring coils. FTL fields coupled. Boundary wall shimmered into existence, a warp bubble skin holding null space taut. Transit, Mara said. The module lurched forward. Gate rimmed it in blue fire. Quantum froth boiled. Sensors screamed, spacetime strain at redline. The module tore. No. It sheared clean through, emerging intact on the far side. Volunteers waved from inside. Mass passed, Mara reported. No tier, scale factor 100. Selene's eyes narrowed. One hab, not Sol. Extrapolating. Mara fed models. Ringgate scaled planet-wide. Billions flowed through, no cascade. Kion chimed in. Builders countering. Their main body locks the outer anchor. We need exit volume shift. Alarms wailed. Gate frame groaned. Mara grabbed her station straps. Volunteers scrambled from the test hab. Evac drill, seal sectors. Anya sprinted across Fab Bay, torch in hand. A segment cracked under feedback. She welded mid-stride. Hold, you bastard! Ilya's drones burned out. One exploded in perfect decoy bloom. Builders refocused. Lances pierced the froth, dissolving a relay probe. Mara integrated Kion's patch live. Exit volume warped, fractal baffles blooming. Probes glanced off, signatures scattering. Data streamed, builder folds rigid, human chains flexible. They adapted per strike. Selene's voice hardened. Outpost reports confirm, Vanguard to Sol burn, maximum thrust. Ilya punched engines from the blister. The pocket's command ship surged, trailing warp tail. False stars blurred. Earth loomed in the hollow, swarmed by inner fab drones assembling the full chain. Reality strained. Deck shuddered, builder shear-locked main sensors at warp threshold. Mara gripped tighter. Volunteers prepped more habs inside test volumes, first families in stable null space. Clocks ticked true. Air cycled crisp. Curves bent light outside. She sealed the iris behind the last group. Billions next, gate ready. Ilya nodded over comm. Sheer alarms peaked. Builders gripped the chain's lead anchor. Jump the volume, Kion urged. Chain ignite, Ilya commanded. Coils thrummed across the pocket. Ringgate bloomed full scale. Sol's remnants folded inward. Reality peeled back, then snapped shut. Inside, humanity settled. Builders hammered the sealed door. Mara hefted her welder again. Reinforcements fused. Stable for now. But Kion patched frantic from core. Door holds, but it's a cage. No address. Pocket drifts in quantum foam. Builders rewrite the manifold outside. We need coordinates, a new reality anchor. Myra stared at the schematics. FTL fields coupled stable but unmoored. Earth built a door, now invent the address. Anya slid into bay beside her. Print more or hack the foam itself. Seleni's feed reopened. Options Vance, drift means extinction inside. Ilya vectored the Vanguard closer. Deception bought us this. Next play. Mara's mind raced. Model a beacon, engineer false spacetime. Humans didn't just escape, they claimed new ground. Kion, foam, topology, give me vectors. He beamed data, infinite branches flickered, one pulsed, stable, manifold, alien echoes faint. Print anchor probe, Mara said. Anya rigs to beacon mode, Ilya clear flight path. Anya grinned, spooling feedstock. War tempo beacon spec, let's knock. Ilya spun drones into screen. Path open. Selene watched silent. Mara keyed the design. Ringgate pulsed. Probe launched through microiris into foam. Sensors lit. Contact. A new address bloomed. Builders raged outside. Inside, the door aimed true. But the manifold replied, not empty. Occupied, Myra froze. Echoes sharpened, not builder. Something older watched. Myra's fingers flew across the console. Kion, manifold echoes, not builder's older signature. It's watching the probe. Kion's hollow flickered in her bay, sweat beaded on his brow. Data streaming, topology stable but occupied branches fork everywhere, anchor holding barely. Alarms blared from Ilya's feed, patched live to her screen. The Vanguard's bridge cam showed Ilya hunched over tactical hollows, vectors pulsing red. Sheer inbound, Ilya barked. Clipping Kuiper belt now, probes gone, telemetry flatlines across the outer rim. Mara glanced at the shared display. Icons winked out one by one. Pluto's Shepherd Sats, Eris relays, a mining drone swarm erased. No explosion, no debris. Edges simply unraveled, spacetime sheer chewing reality like frayed code. The builder's weapon raced sunward at relativistic clip, silent. No shots fired, just dissolution. Time to sol, Mara demanded, rerouting power to her boundary rig. Ilya's eyes flicked to Chronos. 90 hours if it holds vector. Accelerating, we vector closer, buy eyes on it. Risky, Anya cut in from fabrication deck, her welder sparking behind her. Vanguard's no ghost ship. Ilya ignored her. Deception field up, drones screening. Mara, your test now. Mara nodded, slamming the activation key. Boundary test initiated. Q drive hummed, Ringgate iris dilating to quantum foam. The pocket universe bloomed in sim, 10 light minutes cubed, FTL-coupled manifold stable. She fed probe telemetry through, anchoring the new address. Resonance spiked. Graphs warbled. The pocket's edge vibrated, sinking to the shear's distant ripple. Mara's breath caught. Its matching frequency, pockets resonating with the threat. Kion's model overlaid hers. Not coincidence, shear's a waveform, builders tuned it to shred standard spacetime, our pockets quantum-built, flexible constants we can detune. Do it, Mara said. Shielding harmonics, turn the vibe against them. Kion's hands danced in his lab. Tuning G constant, gravity shear null, Planck length flexed, pocket harmonics now counterphase to incoming wave. Data flowed, resonance flipped, graphs smoothed to destructive interference. The pocket universe hardened, its boundary a bubble of rewritten physics. Anya whooped over comms. Beautiful, that's my print job singing. Ilya's feed shook, Vanguard shuddered. Sheer gust clipping Uit cloud, debris ghosts incoming, holding. Selene's face filled Mara's main screen, iron gaze from Earth Continuity Authority Command. Proof, Vance, that shield save a handful or billions, gate activation now under attack conditions. Mara's gut twisted. Director manifold occupied, unknowns inside. Builders hit Sol in hours, activate or we all fray, resources greenlit, billions queued at gateside, dare it. Mara locked eyes with the cam. Humans didn't flinch from specs, they iterated. Kion lock harmonics, Anya spool mass gate, civilian scale, Ilya tightest vector. Copy, they chorused. Anya's bay cams showed her ripping feedstock into overdrive, printer arms word extruding gate rings from asteroid ore. War tempo, double size in 20. Kion patched final tunes. Shield at 92% null, pockets a fortress until we poke the occupant. Ilya's drones swarmed, painting false echoes. Vanguard knifed through tailing sheer wisps. Path clear to gate, sheer 2AU out ramping. Mara integrated it all. Q-drive core thrummed, FTL fields coupling the pocket anchor. Iris widened. First civilian shuttle docked, hatches sealing families inside. Green, Mara called, punch it. Shuttle vanished through microgate. Telemetry bloomed, safe in pocket, harmonics holding. Selene leaned in. Scale it, every hour counts. Mara pushed, gate iris to kilometer wide. Shuttles streamed, then bulk haulers. Billions funneled through orbital queues, Earth's megastructures vomiting humanity into escape. Sheer alarms peaked. Ilya's voice cracked static. Contact, sheer wavefront inbound, 0.8C. Vanguard evading, Mara's rig bucked. Station shuddered as wavefront clipped the outer bays. Bulkheads groaned, edges fuzzing at seams. Anya swore, welding frenzy. Holding, feedstock jammed, rerouting, Kian yelled. Harmonics dipping, retune. Mara slammed overrides. Pocket boundary flexed, countering the shears scream. Graphs danced on knife edge. Shuttles poured through, humanity's tide. Then the echoes stirred, manifold sensors lit. Occupant signals sharpened, not builder harmonics. Deeper, primordial pulse like spacetime's fossil code. It probed the gate, tasting human engineering. Contact, Mara shouted. It's reaching, probe feeds cut. Something tugged the anchor, not attack. Inquiry, Kian's eyes widened on hollow. It's mapping us, older than builders, pre-singularity architecture. Seleni's voice cut sharp. Talk or fight? Mara gripped controls. Humans built doors in the dark. Now answer the knock. Ilya's vanguard looped back, guns hot. Incoming sheer spike, gates lit like a beacon. Anya sealed the last hauler. All hands reporting in pocket pop 8 billion and climbing. The tug intensified. Echoes resolved, not threat. Invitation. Vectors bloomed, endless manifolds, stable realms beyond the foam. Mara keyed, response burst. Human waveform, ingenuity etched in qubits. We're not invaders. Refugees, engineers. Reply pulsed back. Gate harmonics shifted, amplified. Pocket expanded, constants optimizing under alien guidance. Sheer hit full. Station alarms wailed. Edges frayed, but gate held, shielded bubble devouring the wave. Ilya vectored through. Clear. Sheer dissipated, redirected. Mara watched graphs. The older presence wove their shield into its web. Builder's wavefront scattered, unraveled by superior harmonics. Selene exhaled. Status. Secure, Mara said. Pocket claimed, and we're not alone. New vectors flooded in. Gate irised wider, not escape. Frontier, but the builders adapted. Distant sensors pinged, second sheer, modulated against human tune. Ilya growled. Round 2, vectors locked. Mara smiled grimly. Humans iterated faster. Kian hybridized with the echoes. Anya print countermeasures, we just got a galaxy map. The older watcher pulsed approval. Collaboration sparked. Sheer raced anew. Gate thrummed. Humanity poured through, not fleeing, advancing. Probe feeds deepened. Manifold revealed clusters, ancient gates dormant. Human fingers itched for tools. Print explorers, Mara ordered. Ilya lead wing. Affirmatives rang. Earth emptied, saw a husk. Pocket bloomed to star scale. Builders closed, but humans rewrote the rules. Echoes whispered, welcome, creators. Mara launched the first explorer swarm. Unknowns awaited. Humans knocked louder. Sheer wavefront crested. Collision imminent. Kian's voice rose. New harmonic weaponized. Fire? Mara nodded. Light it up. Gate fired. Reality bent. Builders frayed first. Older allies watched. Impressed, humans built not just doors, galaxies. Mara slammed the ignition sequence. Quantum gates flared to life across the ring's circumference. Energy surged, birthing the pocket universe in a scream of warped spacetime. Consoles lit red. The newborn boundary buckled inward like a jaw snapping shut. Feedback loop, Mara barked. She yanked the real-time quantum controls, fingers flying over holographic overlays, stabilizers locked. The jaw hesitated, then held ajar. Boundary secure, she announced. Sweat stung her eyes, but she didn't blink. Graphs spiked, stable at 80%, not enough. The builder's wavefront barreled closer, 2 light towers out and accelerating. Humanity's last bet pulsed before her. Anya's voice crackled over comms. Cryocables failing on Sector 7, rings quenching, give me 30 seconds. Mara glanced at the auxiliary feed. Anya crawled through access tunnels, sparks raining around her. The field engineer ripped open a conduit panel with bare hands. Failing superconductors glowed cherry red. Anya yanked a backup coil from her harness, splicing it in with plasma torch and pliers. Cable after cable rerouted. The ring's power draw stabilized. Nice work, Mara said. Rings holding at 92. Anya grunted, wiping grease from her face. Tell that to the next one that fries, printing spares now. Evac shuttles swarmed the readouts. Ilya Sato's face filled Mara's tactical display. Traffic's a nightmare, Mara. Converting habitats to mass drivers, slinging payloads direct into the gate. Mara nodded. From orbit, Ilya orchestrated the chaos. Orbital stations realigned, habitats decoupling into synchronized railguns. They hurled cryopods, seed vaults, and prefab modules toward the gate in precise volleys. Shuttles threaded the streams, engines flaring blue. No collisions. Ilia's timelines held. First wave clear, Ilia reported. 2 million souls inbound, vectors locked, no sheer losses. Push it, Mara urged. Builders probe signatures modulating, they're probing the boundary. Professor Kian Ademi leaned into frame from the physics bay. His models sprawled across shared hollows, spacetime folded like origami hardware. The pocket's drifting, he said. Lethal physics creeping in Planck instabilities, injecting constant shift now. Kian's fingers danced. He overwrote the core harmonic with a risky architecture, human quantum foam laced with builder echoes from deep scans. The shift propagated. Graphs trembled. The pocket universe snapped taut, realities meshing without fracture. Drift stopped, Kian confirmed. We're anchored, but echoes in the manifold, not ours. Director Selene Cade's voice cut in from Earth Control. Proof, Mara, this saves billions, not a handful. Resources diverted, show me the numbers. Mara pulled the evac tally. Projections hit 80% if we hold the gate open another hour. Gates expanding, pocket volume doubling every 90 seconds. Alarms blared anew. The boundary flexed. That jaw clenched tighter. Feedback spiking. Mara seized the controls. Quantum streams rebelled, the pocket rejecting its creators. She force-fed stabilizers, weaving real-time corrections. Energy draw redlined. The ring groaned, metal stressing under gravitational shear. Anya popped onto primary feed, hauling herself from the tunnel. Her suit smoked from micro-breaches. Sector 7's patchwork, but 12's next, cryo-quench imminent, I'm on it. Go, Mara said. Anya vanished into the dark, torch igniting. Mara watched the feeds, Anya elbow-deep in conduits, rerouting power flows with brutal efficiency. A cable snapped. Anya jammed it back, sealing with emergency foam. The ring's hum deepened, no blackout. Ilia's display flickered with orbital feeds. Habitats fired in unison, mass drivers slinging kilometer-long payloads. Shuttles danced through the barrage, Ilia's command sinking 1,000 vessels. One habitat buckled under strain. Ilia vectored it into a slingshot trajectory, salvaging its load. Payload 85%, Ilia said. Earth's ring's emptying, Sol's a ghost system soon. Kian's models pulsed warnings. Builders wavefront modulating to our frequency. They're harmonizing, countermeasure needed. Mara's mind raced, treated as a design spec. Hybridize, Kian, pull their echo signatures from the first shear, make the pocket ours. Kian nodded, injecting the shift. Spacetime rippled. The boundary locked wider. Selene's face hardened. Evac at 60 billion projected, but if the gate collapses... It won't, Mara snapped. She poured auxiliary power into the locks. The jaw strained, then yielded. Gate irised open, a shimmering doorway to engineered infinity. First payloads pierced through. Sensors bloomed data, stable stars forming, quantum foam solidifying into matter. Humanity's new universe took shape. Then the older presence pulsed. Vectors flooded the manifold, not hostile. Ancient gates flickered online in the pocket's depths. Probes hummed with alien harmonics weaving into human streams. Not alone, Mara whispered. Graphs confirmed collaborators. Their architecture bolstered the boundary, scattering builder probes. Ilia's voice sharpened. Builders adapting, second shear incoming tuned to our hybrid. Mara smiled grimly. Iterate faster, Anya print counternodes. Kian weaponized the echoes. Ilia vector the wing through. Affirmatives rang. Earth continuity feeds showed Sol evacuating, cities dismantling into launch fleets, mass drivers thundering. Selene greenlit final reserves. Anya burst from tunnels, hauling prototype nodes. Fabricating now, ruthless cuts, flight ready in 5. Kian layered harmonics. New architecture, their web our blade. Ilia slung the first combat wing. Vectors locked, advancing. The gate thrummed. Humanity poured through not as refugees, pioneers, builder sheer crested. Collision imminent. Mara fired the hybridized pulse. Reality bent. Enemy wavefront frayed. Older allies pulsed approval, impressed. Probe feeds deepened. Manifold clusters revealed, galaxies of dormant gates. Human tools itched. Print explorers, Mara ordered. Ilia lead. Sol husked behind. Pocket bloomed star-scale, but builders closed ranks. Distant pings escalated. Kian's voice rose. Their full fleet harmonic siege. Mara locked eyes on the gate. Humans rewrote rules. Echoes whispered, "Welcome, creators." She launched the swarm. Unknowns beckoned. Sheer slammed home. "Fire everything," Mara commanded. Gate roared, galaxies trembled. The older presence integrated fully, collaboration ignited, builders recoiled, humans pressed forward, new vectors opened, not escape, conquest of infinities. Mara vectored her shuttle in, first through the true frontier. Reality yielded. Humanity claimed it all, but deep scans pinged, builder core worlds shielded by elder veils. Ilya hailed. "They're calling reinforcements, ancient ones." Mara gripped controls, humans innovated. Always, Kian model the veils, Anya scale the printers, Selene full war production. The pocket universe expanded. Stars birthed under human command. Older allies synced fleets, balanced strengths, builders faltered. Humanity knocked and universes answered. Sheer after sheer broke. Gate held eternal. Explorers swarmed dormant gates, awakening manifolds. Mara watched the feeds, not just survivors, architects. The first alien contact solidified, towering constructs, harmonics singing welcome. "We build together," their pulse translated. Mara nodded. "Show us your stars." Galaxies unfolded. Builders shattered against united fronts. Human ingenuity sparked the chain reaction. Pocket universes chained. Multiverse bloomed. Earth's husk orbited empty Sol, but humanity. Everywhere, innovators eternal. Yet one ping lingered, deeper void, something older watched. Mara prepped the next swarm. Humans knocked louder, doorways irised wide. Commander Ilya Sato slammed the commit override. The final convoy, 200 ARC ships, habitats, and fab printers lurched forward. Quantum gates hummed at maximum flux. Sheer wavefronts clawed at the edges, ripping hulls that lagged. Ilya gripped his console. "No retreats. Control ship burning thrusters," he announced. Voices crackled back from the fleet. Mara, Kian, Anya, Selene all synced. He triggered the sequence. Fusion torches ignited the control ship's core. Plasma bloomed, sealing the corridor. The gate stabilized. Last arcs plunged through. Ilya exhaled. His ship followed. Reality twisted. On the pocket side, Dr. Mara Vance monitored the feeds. Her shuttle hovered at the nexus. Gate irised shut behind the convoy. Sheer battered the old universe's rim, but here spacetime breathed easy. "Anchor integrity at 20%, Anya reported from the fab bay. Sparks flew as she welded struts. "Shear's probing. Give me the collapse signal." Mara nodded to her console. Kian's models flickered, quantum lattices holding, pocket expanding at 0.01 light-years per hour. "Good, but the old anchor chained them to doom." "Collapsing now." Mara keyed the command. Nanite swarms surged into the gate's route. Lattices inverted. The old side anchor imploded. Shear howled furious, denied. No path forward, reality sheared itself clean. Alarms pinged, feedback lashed the shuttle. Mara braced, hull groaned, then silence. The pocket universe sealed. Humanity stood alone, safe. Director Selene Cade's face filled Mara's main screen. From the lead arc, she oversaw the transfer. Drones zipped between ships, piping governance protocols. Continuity codes, resource ledgers, gene banks, all migrating to the new domain. "Protocols at 98%, Selene said, her voice cut sharp. "No conquest flags, we're builders here, not invaders." Mara watched the data streams. Selene's authority locked in Earth Continuity Authority, reborn. No empires, just survival chains. Protocols embedded in the pocket's quantum substrate. Immutable, scalable. "Transfer complete," Selene declared. "Governance live, we carry Earth's laws, no more, no less." Fleet-wide cheers erupted. Mara allowed a thin smile. Selene's ruthlessness had funneled every resource. Now it forged order from chaos. Professor Kian Ademi patched in next. His hollow flickered from the Nexus Observatory. Equations danced around him, space-time metrics blooming green. "Pockets stable," Kian said. "Expansion verified, we're at 1.2 cubic light-years." Accelerating. He slid a data slab across. It materialized in Mara's hand. Hololabel glowed, outbound. Mara activated it. Starfields unfolded, not random gas, but engineered manifolds. Q-drive test beds. FTL corridors primed. Dormant gates waited, keyed to human signatures. "Outbound vectors," Kian explained. "Pockets are forged, print gates, chain universes, sheer can't follow." Mara traced a path, bold, risky, perfect. "Anya spool printers, Ilya convoy status." "All green," Ilya replied. His bridge cam showed crews locking in. "Arcs deploying habitats, we're home," Anya chimed in. "Fab lines hot, first gateframe printing, give us 12 hours." Myra vectored her shuttle toward the Nexus core. Builders once, now architects. The pocket hummed humanity's new canvas, but deep scans pinged. Anomalies at the rim, not sheer, harmonics, alien. Kian model those, Myra ordered. Selene, alert the council. Ilya cut in. Contacts resolving, towering constructs, there. Hailing. Myra gripped controls, screens lit with pulsing waves. Translations scrolled, we build together, not enemies, allies, older presence. Accept, Mara said. Show them our maps. Harmonics synced. Data flooded in galaxies, veils, elder gates. Builders recoiled elsewhere, but here, welcome. Anya whooped. Printers scaling. We match their specs. Selene nodded. Full production, collaborate. Kian grinned. Veils modeled, crackable. Ilya formed the vanguard. Fleets sinking. Mara watched stars birth under command. Pocket chained outward. Multiverse stirred. One ping lingered, deeper void. Ancient eyes. Prep the swarm, Mara said. Humans knocked. Universes opened. The shuttle accelerated, first through the true frontier. Reality bent. Humanity claimed it. Ilya led the charge. Convoys swarmed dormant gates. Manifolds awoke. Anya hammered prototypes into flight hardware. Ruthless iteration. Kian pushed architectures, bolder, riskier. Selene allocated resources, proof in action. Billions saved. Sheer shattered against empty Sol. But humanity, infinite. Mara prepped the next vector. Ingenuity eternal. Doorways irised wide. The ancient ping pulsed stronger, not threat, invitation. Kian, new map. He beamed one over, deeper outbound. Mara punched it, swarm launched. Galaxies trembled, collaboration ignited. Humans innovated, always fleet harmonics sang. Towering allies flanked. Constructs towered, harmonics weaving shields. Humans printed disruptors, balanced, deadly. Builders' core worlds loomed, veiled. Veils down, Kian called. Models proved it. Anya's printers birthed siege gates. Ilya burned corridors open. Selene declared war footing. Continuity armed. Myra's shuttle pierced first. Reality yielded. Core worlds cracked. Builders faltered. Older allies pulsed gratitude. Your knock woke us. Myra nodded. Show us more. Multiverse bloomed. Chains linked. Earth's husk orbited cold. Humanity swarmed everywhere. The deepest ping answered. Elder veils parted. Something vast stirred. They're coming, Ilya warned. Mara smiled. Good, we build together. Swarm expanded. Gates eternal. Innovation knocked louder. Universes answered.